one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'll drink some of this RX energy if that helps me out.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
Ooh, Fournette.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Lucy.
On 2nd down,
oh, get the ball!
And right away, he lost the football. Yeah. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Not bad, Mark Dog. Yeah, all right, cool.
We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force their early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a designed run last play, now Dalton to pass. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position.
What about
it? This is 3rd and long.
What you mean on Big E Road? That's where you live at? What? What you trying to do?
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off to Sean Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys get the football back.
Well, that's a drop kick right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucy, Lucy. Lucy, Lucy. You.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles.
Oh,
left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they work this out past the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
what up, G? Oh, for real?
73.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in coverage? Because he just did it
so they really did go over there?
That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Oh, for real?
Hang.
Right, exactly. So they must have did come.
11B.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down.
Oh.
He's going to wind up.
Damn.
Let
me get this.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Damn, that was nasty.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Oh.
A big play there. 69 yards.
Man, that's crazy.
And the Jags have taken the early lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship,
I bet. He wasn't expecting to see your ass.
Can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Oh!
Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Been watching you all season, young blood.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really were clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, get in there, y'all. Oh, did he
bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Lucy, Lucy, Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. 372.
Bortles now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. A nice pickup on 1st down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
539, Lucy. Roll left, roll left. 11. 372. Lucy, Lucy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Spread right, smack. Roll left.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That was a serious drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, go 368. 368. 368.
Dalton throwing on second down.
Oh, fuck that. Picked off. Damn.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Dang.
Picked by Riley Harrison. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4 down. It's all right. Hey, spread right.
So after the INT, it's Bortles.
Oh,
And
come
that'll be
on,
incomplete.
man. You're trying to say...
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Punch right. Lucy. Go left.
Oh, shit.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Spread right, smack. Hey, 54, Ricky.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep.
Nice fucking play.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Nice punt.
And out now, here come the Bengals. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here you go, 368.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking.
Oh, you kidding
And he
me?
rifles one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
368. Here you go, 368.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's going to fire one to the middle of the field.
Oh,
and
man.
He'll fall incomplete.
Oh,
they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dalton here from the gun.
Oh,
and the Giants get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
39, Lucy.
Get off.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Hey, 5-0, 5-0.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11. Throw left.
Bortles now to throw. Going up top.
Oh, shit.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 31 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throwing, Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Over here.
2nd down, Dalton. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Another chance for Dalton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw is Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
11B.
On 1st down, Bortles. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Set. Green 80. 11B. Green set.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Green 80. Green 80. Watch 39, Lucy. Lucy. Lucy.
Bortles going to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Green 80. Green 80. 372. Green.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
368.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Underneath, this is Bernard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Mixon with a first down carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Tough first half for him. Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Come on.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
372.
Bortles now on first down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Spread right, 72. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
That's it, baby. That's it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
11. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles.
Oh, shit.
The open man is sharp. It's complete. Touchdown,
Whoa.
Jaguars.
I did my best corner.
Pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau.
Let the pain stop. Let this pain that I feel stop hurting, Jesus.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Malone. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton.
Whoa, that was a nasty fucking route. Whoa,
and he
that
takes
was
us up
nasty.
to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Whoa.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down. You put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Side. 2 by 2. Move.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. And incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, go, 368.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him to pick that.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try to
pressure. Gets there, and he goes down.
Ah, damn, turnover.
Also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Spread right, smack. Green 80, green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Green 80. We got three, fellas.
Again, it's Fournette. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Spread right, 72. And 54, Ricky.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
And 54, Ricky. Move.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5. 11. Move.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Bortles. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Oh, shit.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That's crazy.
Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring.
That nigga's release must be like 99.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau.
That's
Back
crazy.
now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That's complete. Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
368. Heavy. 2-by-2.
To throw here, Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
368.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is caught at the 8. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Here you go, 368.
Another chance for Dalton.
Oh, shit.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Whoa.
And Dalton to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, 15 yards, and the Bengals are in for 6. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Lucy, 372.
The pitch to Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. And let's get that ball, Dino.
11B.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Being chased out left. He's got the hook up to Lee. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Huh? All right.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A handoff to Fournette. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, Third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm taking you to court, Jaguars. Taking your ass to court for assault. My mental,
down to a knee for the
my spiritual life.
Victory
Fucked up my spiritual life now because of this loss. I don't appreciate that one bit. But nevertheless, good game. You did your thing, man. Good luck.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
All, folks. No need to look at this game no more. Whoever just jumped on this, I lost. I lost big. Now I'm taking his ass to court. I'm gonna sue his ass for $150,000 for this goddamn loss. Nevertheless, it was fun. It was fun. It was a fun game. I rate this quality acceptable.
Pulling up in that new toy. Star like